Okay.
Homunculus. So we can get into, I got the chart, and I got all these different charts. I'm kind of like collecting different kind of anatomy books and stuff.
I love it. I love anatomy.
Yeah,
I
this
used to
anatomy
have
book is really amazing.
a lot of anatomy books.
See all these little nerves coming
Yeah.
out, if you can test all those.
Awesome.
So I was working on my back. So I was working with the muscle and the nerves. But, okay, so I lower the pendulum over your witness. When it starts to spin, I have it. And then I could go through like the intestines. This one, the colon. So yeah, there, ascending colon. It's giving me neutral. Neutral. And you can kind of roll around the intestines. That's good. Ascending colon. So ascending colon is off. So then,
what side is that on?
That would be your right.
Okay.
Your right side, and then there's other chart versions like I can get more into, because there's also different things around that, like around the curvature. This is where it was hitting last time, around the curves of your, like that. Well, that's okay, but see around here. Oh, there, like the tinea libera. Like that. And then, so now I get the shape. Get the intestines, or I could get specifically the colon. Let's do that. Got all these different shapes. Sometimes I have to draw a shape if I don't have the shape. If I'm doing a specific thing. Where's the colon? Here it's. Or like, see, I ripped off. I was doing a right breast. So you can set with, like, the more specific you are, the better. Okay, so I have the colon on there, and I go on the physical. Got these different planes: physical, vital, emotional, mental, and then I go. Get your witness. Oh wait, I need one more thing left. The shapes that correct it. This is where I have to get more organized and find ways to separate these things. But they have all these shapes that correct disturbances. So I need the intestines. There's some intestine shapes. I think that's all. It could be another. Oh, there's one for. There's even some for food allergies too. Stomach. I think that could be it. All right, we'll try that.
How about stomach too?
So let's just do this first.
Yeah.
So I get it going, and I look at the shapes and see if there's one that's correcting. So a 7 is correcting. See how it turned around when I looked at 7? Then I go up here in the physical, the ruler. See, the first one's off. That's really strong. So put that on there. It corrects. See how it corrected it? And then I put this on a certain line right below the 4th point, and then it emits into your system, and then I can measure how is it doing. Is it really a strong? That's strong. And I can go and like, so now it's emitting shape. That shape is now resonating with your colon and raising it to a higher vibration. And then it'll keep it like, it'll hold. Usually it holds,
Mm-hmm.
unless you needed another kind of shape. So that's just the physical level, though. There's all these different levels. So sometimes these are like the main levels. I'll go through the physical 3, and then these are kind of some key ones. Usually if I clear things on all these levels, then it's good. But sometimes they need more clearing, because like there's only one spiritual level on here, and there's actually 24 spiritual levels. So that.
Mm.
And
Love
then,
it.
yeah, and I can amplify it more. These are brain stands. So this represents the left and right brain.
Mm.
And so I get your witness again. And these have these little color qualities. They start with blue, indigo, violet. And I roll this thing around until I find the top spin. So it just picked up right there.
Mm.
And I kind of key it again to see if that works. And then I lock it in there. And then do the other one. Because sometimes the right and left brain need different color qualities. And I find that if I do this, it actually amplifies the correction. Okay, here, so indigo is actually looking really good. So then I put this on the ruler. And then it amplifies the effect. Let's see if it does that.
Cool.
And you can check if it amplified it.
Can you feel like the pendulum move like in a different direction? Because I know sometimes when I do
'Cause
pendulums.
this is how you want it spinning, like this.
Okay.
This is like, you want the highest spin you can get. Now, what are you asking me?
Well, how do you know when it's spinning or if you're not moving it? You know, like
What do you mean?
like if I do a pendulum, like when you're swinging it, because I see your arm moving, you know, your little.
I swing it back and forth.
Okay.
So first of all, I lower it, and
Okay.
I'm swinging it back and forth to give it
Okay, got
that.
it.
And
Yeah.
then once it picks up your witness, I slowly lowering it. When it starts spinning,
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, got it.
But I swing it back and forth because I would drain my energy if I just held it over until it started spinning.
Got
would
it.
take
Yeah,
a
yeah.
while.
Okay.
So they teach you
Oh, cool.
that
Okay.
you
That's
lower it
yeah.
until it starts spinning.
Cool.
And then you can go through these points, which are faded, but there's these different energy centers. This is like the sacred grid that
Okay.
it's a sacred grid that all art was created on. Okay, so here's the vital. It just goes counter.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see if the shape. So there, that corrects it.
Oh, awesome.
So this is a good shape for you
Oh, cool.
to practice. So you
Okay.
can draw the shape. You can visualize the shape. Get it into your system. And then it'll, so if you clear it on a bunch of levels, it's going to be buzzing.
Oh, I love it. I feel it already. Like my
Yeah,
just
what do you
feels
feel?
well, it just feels clearer, you know, like it just feels nice.
Let's see how your stomach is. Yeah, it can feel like warm feeling.
It just feels balanced, you know, it just
Yeah.
feels like, oh, nice.
Your stomach looks all right.
Oh, good. Okay.
But see how complicated the intestines are? I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much going on here. There's like, and I can look at the intestines too. These are intestinal shapes, so it will affect the colon and the intestines. So that looks good. So I do a lot of this, just testing and retesting. There's your gallbladder, there's your liver, stomach, lungs. And you could get, you know, these are like general, but you can get more specific. So the other thing to do is look at the nodes of the stomach, because you got nodes around everything. You got nodes of the intestines too, right? So your lymph system just covers your whole body. So these are nodes in the intestines. So look, see, nodes are off on the intestines. So that's neutral down here. Okay, how are your other nodes? Because if you have your nodal system off, you know, everything's off.
Yeah.
Because it's just, this thing is everywhere. It's like nodes of the stomach. That makes sense. Yeah. So we can actually address the nodes now. And I have shape for the nodes. So we have the nodal shape. And then I can apply that into your intestines and see what happens. Because that might change things. So yeah, it could be, I mean, if you always have had your nodes off around your intestines, it's like it's not gonna function properly.
Yeah, and that probably got imbalanced back in my teens.
Yeah, right? Let me see. Where are your stomach? Spine, muscles, legs, heart, liver, ears. Here we go, lymph nodes. Okay, so the lymph nodes on the, we're going to do all the intestines, not just the one with the intestines. Here. Okay, so we're going to stop doing this and put the intestines on. The vitals probably good. Let's see. And then we'll go to the, okay, so vital 3. And then see how this, there's only a couple lymph node shapes. That looks good. And you can see how it's like, the shape is like this swirly circle, right? That's like this movement. All these are like really energetic patterns of the gut or of the lymph system or of, so he follows this like natural energetic. Okay, so look at that. And there's the one that was like down here. And I'm going to try the other one and see the other one. If it's working better. No. It's not. So this is the one. So, it's not super strong though. But it could be, I don't have the right level to clear it. Like it's on a certain level, it's going to give it the maximum. Oh, there it goes, it's picking up a little bit. And sometimes I could correct and be like, because the pendulum will start spinning and it's just, it'll look great, but it's like, no, actually, it's just momentum. So it's good you can stop it and correct it. And like, okay, let's remeasure. That looks pretty good. So, and then I'll just go through all the levels.
Oh, nice.
And then, yeah. Let's see if it's affecting your stomach to do that. Yeah, It's all one system. Now I have a shape
So
where I
cool.
can do the whole lymphatic system too. That has the whole. But you know, the limbs are everywhere. The lymphies.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, look at that. It's wherever you got, and the nerves. The nerves are everywhere as well. So you have like a lot of nerves and lymphs. Okay, so, and it's actually, it seems like using the brain stands on here it's really fast to turn it around. So here's like emotional level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So try that. Yeah, so this ruler is magic. Magic science. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I bet it's a lot of emotional levels. With the nodal system. But do you see the spin on that? It's like going nuts.
What is that on? What are you putting it on?
I'm putting it on the nodes. This is where it was giving me the most, the superior rectal nodes.
Great.
There. Okay. Yeah, and then we just keep going through getting all the levels. And I'm going to do just the basic. See how emotional 8 is. So there's certain ones that also are connected to electric smog.
Okay.
Like emotional 8. Emotional 8 and mental 12 connect to electrosmog. Oh, didn't put the shape on. I was like, why is it not spinning? Shape on. And so this isn't mental dowsing because I'm not asking it questions.
Okay.
So my mind is not involved in this type of using this pendulum work. It's just using my energy system.